What's up, everybody? Happy day to you. I got a sleeping toddler, so a moment to sit and be together. Let's take a breath in and let's let it go. Thank you for taking time to be with me today. I have several episodes I really want to record, and I made a little list, and I'm going to just start with what's feeling most important to speak to, or I guess what my heart is wanting to speak to. And today's episode is about energetic wellness. What is energetic wellness? Why it's extremely important in these times. And I want to take this conversation and make it as grounded as possible, because there's one thing I've learned over the past decade of being in the wellness space, and that is that the moment you start to talk about energy or vibration or the unseen, sometimes people's minds will immediately go to judgment, or that it's not credible or real, when in reality, those of us who have been walking along a path of learning about energetic principles, we're so convinced on just how real it all is and how it's the building blocks of all of the quote-unquote real things that you are experiencing in your world. Your science, your religions, your tangible life is fueled by, and it's made up of the energy realm. And it's such a huge part of existence that is just oppressed down inside of education and our dialogue. It's wild to me. And I also know why they did it, because the moment we start to open to understanding life and ourselves and this reality as energy first, literally everything changes, and you can't look at any part of your experience the same way again. And that shit can be destabilizing if you do it too fast. So, as with everything I always share ever, I am now so clear that I'm just sharing from a place of getting it out there and out of my brain and my mouth, because I have to. For so long, I only did it at the retreats, and I have to do it in this way as I'm just sitting inside of still such an uncomfortable and growth-filled chapter of my life. And prior to entering this several-year extreme transition period of multiple deaths close to me, going from maiden to mother, and not just any maiden, a pretty wild little maiden, to walking the devotional motherhood path, fully present for 2 years now for my son, losing a business, losing all my savings. It just has taken me for a ride, and it's made me appreciate this topic so much more, energetic wellness, because having gone through things that would turn so many people, even myself prior to my journey, turn to addictions or bad habits or harming myself or others, either consciously or unconsciously, because all of those things are the MO, or having to get on some kind of medication just to make it through the day. None of those things I'm saying are inherently bad. What I'm saying is they're all attached to the physical part of your experience. So I have had to sit inside of the energetic part of my experience. It was a very hard time, but also beautiful time that I've been inside of. And, with the retreats, they've kept going. And I've continued just to see when we are gathering to breathe, to explore, to play, to cry, to laugh, to experience life, when you gather with safe people and you do those things, the shift that is felt inside of one's energetic being is palpable. So when I speak to your energetic self, I'm speaking to the parts of you that you cannot physically touch, but do have a bridge here to the physical. So mostly I'm speaking to your mental body and your emotional body. That's where we start. But this work is always hovering around and speaking to your spiritual body as well. The part of you that's not even your mental body or your emotions. It's the part of you that is timeless, limitless, connected to all that is, was, and ever will be. An extension of creator energy, your spirit. That's what I think we are. So that's what I'm speaking to. But the tools of the breath and the mindfulness and the movement of our body and the journaling and the self-study, those tools and the contemplation, those tools are to support us mentally and emotionally as we navigate our human experience. Now, for my first 5 years of my career, I focused on health from the physical first. And there are mental benefits to it, like focus on the physical. So it's a new year. You're like, I'm going to work out. Like, I'm going to do this fitness thing. And then you focus it all on disciplining your physical self, physical body. When these tools that I'm speaking to add discipline around taking care of your mental and emotional body. So you focus on that first, and then all of a sudden you wake up and it feels very natural to want to go on a run, or you are like, I don't need to eat this shitty thing anymore, or the physical body just changes. And that has been the coolest thing. The physical body changes when the mental and emotional body are prioritized first. In this natural way, this way that involves nothing outside of you. I'm not talking about a pill or a potion or an herb or even a water machine, even though I love my water machine. But I'm talking about the things that you can do from a hospital bed in your final breaths. And that's deep breathing, contemplation, turning inward. This place that we are conditioned to think is so scary. And honestly, it may be a little scary in there for you. If you have not sat with yourself and really gotten to know how your inner environment works and what it's holding on to and what you haven't let go of yet and what you're afraid of, again, that shit can be destabilizing if you do it too fast, which is why I do not recommend plant medicine journeys until someone has done a breath work and a meditation and a movement practice for at least 2 years. I don't think everybody should go blasting themselves open with plant medicines, because what's waiting for you on the other side is a peek into how the energetic realm works, how energy works. So we have to give our little human brains time to adapt to the knowledge that we get on this journey. And it's okay. It's okay to take a steady and slow path that just continues, because once you start learning about energy and how you operate, the rabbit hole is literally endless. And so you can fill so much of your free time and your attention into learning. And you learn how to be more present because you're not hiding from anything. You're not hiding from the skeletons in your closet. You've sat with them. You've had tea with them. I could sit and tell you every single, maybe not every single, because I'm sure, of course, there's things I'm not seeing, but yeah, all my little qualms, all my little bugaboos, all the shadowy parts of me, the afraid parts, what I'm afraid of, what I get super, excuse me, angry about. And so we zoom out from energetic wellness, and it just goes back to that piece of being whole. Not just being a body walking around through life until you die, and then who knows, big question mark, heaven or hell. But don't ask any more questions beyond that, or what it feels like or looks like, or don't try to connect with your loved ones who have passed. Let it be, I don't know how they're wanting you to handle it, but what I'm saying is, again, just like we are physically more, this reality is physically more. And the veil, y'all been having crazy dreams? Anybody want to talk about dreams? Anybody want to talk about how babies can see spirit forms and how our adult eyes only see like 0.1% of the visible light spectrum? So there are things that we are not currently seeing that we will have the ability to in this lifetime if we choose. And all of that is the energetic part of this reality, because outside of here, physicality is not the same. And I do know that much. I have no idea beyond that statement, but I do know physicality is not the same. So the more we cultivate the ability to take our focus off of the current physical, any situation in our lives, we're still here, we're still present, but when we're willing to explore the moreness, the energetic piece as well, and link those two together, I think it's going to be a pretty miraculous reality we'll get to be a part of. And our wellness, our energetic wellness, is the simple daily thing of sitting down to breathe and journaling and making sure we are in integrity with our words and our actions and our thoughts. And where we're not, there's work to do, and it's okay. It's okay to have work to do and to let yourself improve and get better and release the things that want to be let go of from inside of you, so you can make space for new ways of seeing yourself and your journey and the ups and the downs and the valleys, the mountaintops. Like, it's incredible to cultivate a lens that makes life and yourself feel empowering and ultimately peaceful, even when the moments are uncomfortable. One of my best friends, Mego Waffle, she visited this weekend, and we just had such a fun time. You know, your girls, your gal pals, like, it's such a sweet friendship, and we had so much fun. And she also got to see me momming a toddler, and she's known me through so many phases of my life, and I was just grateful that she could be around to see, you know, how we infuse the energetic wellness pieces into our family, and it's not separate. And I am not doing it perfectly, okay? I'm learning and showing up, and I'm snacking a lot, all right? But I'm healthy snacking as much as possible. That's my current experience. And again, we are not required to be perfect at any of this. The invitation is to be open, to show up, to continue expanding right alongside the universe, expanding our fields, our knowledge, our wellness. Just how healthy can we get? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I love y'all. Let's keep going. Love to hear from you. Let me know, comment in the comments on the podcast if there's a specific topic you want me to jam out on. And I'll talk to you soon.